Hey everyone, welcome to Open. It is National Poetry Month. I'm Rhina, your hosty Café con Leche every Friday, inviting you to get social with us. Online, that is, tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to follow moi on Twitter, FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. So, as we close out Autism Awareness Month, our first guest is a Bronx native women's holistic health coach, a mother of three with over 22 years of experience in yoga practice, wellness, and Eastern Western spiritual modalities. Through her experience as a mother, especially one of an autistic child, her journey through stress, overwhelm, developed the Eat, Move, Calm program, which includes female empowerment, mindful eating, gentle movement, meditation, and breath work. She helps moms with autistic children find calm through self love, self care, and daily habits. Here to share more is women's holistic health coach and creator of Eat, Move, Calm, Jasmine Barcelo.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. So glad to be here and open.
Well, we're really glad to have you closing out our Autism Awareness Month and segment, right? So, my biggest inquiry is always in being on duty on that scale. I'm a mom myself, right? But being a mom of an autistic child, I would have to assume requires additional attention, right? And so, in having to serve on that capacity, and then looking for your own, like your own sanctuary, like within your own space, and then passing it on to other women, it's like, don't you think that that's adding on to it? Just out of curiosity.
That's an absolutely wonderful question. It is so important to set boundaries. It is so important to set the boundaries that you feel comfortable in. So, well, maybe another businesswoman may be constantly showing up on social media 10 times a day, every single day. I am okay with saying I am taking Friday off and I'm going to spend time with my child, or I need to decompress. It would be a bad example if I just keep go when I'm telling moms to take a moment, set boundaries, prioritize yourself. I would be not sharing what's the correct thing to do or what's good for you to do personally.
Right. And I ask that only because I know as a mom and as a businesswoman that it's very, it's almost like I have to pencil myself in to go and hide and do an escape. So yes. I just wonder, like with your Eat, Move, Calm, I'm going to assume is something that you implemented for yourself and now you're passing it forward. So why don't you walk us through how that evolved?
Absolutely. So the most important thing is for you to, like you said, take some moments of escape. And sometimes the only moments of escape is in the morning, right? Perhaps before the children wake up, or in the evening, right before you go to sleep. And it does not need to be complicated. We sometimes think we have to do these half hour or 60 minutes of exercise, and we need to be on a strict diet, and we need to meditate for half an hour and do all these things. And that can be stressful. Thinking you have to do that. That alone has to be stressful. But you can start with just a few minutes a day with some simple morning routines, simple evening routines. And with the Eat, Move, Calm, basically it's about eating well. And we're not talking about any crazy diets. It's about, in general, eating well to nourish your brain and your mind, moving more and just a little bit more. You can do things, thankfully, if we take our children to school, we're taking a walk and we're getting sunshine. But you can learn very simple yoga practices or stretching, gentle stretches that you can do in the morning or right before bed. One important part of movement is that when you wake up in the morning, you want to signal to your brain that it's daytime and it is time to wake up. And that's difficult if you don't get outside. So you want to try to get outside at least before 11 o'clock. And that sunlight comes into your eyes. And the interesting thing is that even on a cloudy day, it's actually brighter on a cloudy day than in brightness inside your home. So you are telling your eyes it's daytime, and your brain produces serotonin. It's the feel-good hormone. It wakes you up, it gets you moving. And serotonin later on in the night actually converts to melatonin. So you need to get your kick of serotonin during the day so that you can have that extra melatonin produced at night, which helps with your sleep. And the calm point of the Eat with Calm method is actually practicing very simple calming techniques that you can add in little bits of your day that will allow you to have more patience, will allow you to feel better in the midst of those very complicated situations, such as when your child is crying, or such as when they're having a sensory overload. One very quick example is that my son was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he wanted to grab toys and wanted to turn on the lights. And some children on the autism spectrum are very adamant about certain things. A couple of years ago, I may have been like, oh, I can't, I haven't slept. Why is this happening to me again? But through practicing what I have been practicing all my life, right? And reminding myself, I came back to that core. And through some of these things that I have been teaching, when I woke up, I took a deep breath and I was able to be calmer. And, some of us are a little bit of a hothead. I'm a little bit of a hothead, admittedly. And this is so amazing and so important. And our children deserve a mom that is calmer, but it's a two-way street. You're actually taking care of yourself. You're taking care of them. You're taking care of yourself. And we can actually do a really quick breathing exercise that takes 15 seconds if you have an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I mean, I'm a meditator myself, and but what I love about what you're sharing is that it's simple. It's
Mhm.
not anything of like this. Oh my gosh, this
No.
committed regimen. It's more of an awareness. It's more
Yes.
of like, you know what? Just take a step back, and you know what? Instead of just waking up and going on with your routine, take a step out, right? And it's just these little things that really add up to they contribute to our wellness, right? and
Yes.
and our wellness with self, so that you can deal with whatever the day brings on. And obviously you're catering to women who are mothers of autistic children.
Mhm.
However, it really applies to
It
everyone.
applies to everybody. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we do have a few minutes, but I wondered if you wanted to talk about your brand new Chaos to Calm and Wellness 21-day mini program before we do that, because there's the accountability there now. That's a whole
Yes.
other level.
Yes, this is actually really, really exciting. It is a way for you to get parts of these ideas to incorporate routines into your day, your morning routine, your evening routine. And in 21 days, implement these small steps. Every day, you'll get a quick email on what you can do for 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes the activity is just for 1 or 2, and it involves something with a meal. It involves something with rest. It involves something with breath work. And every day you'll get a quick wellness recipe and a journal for you to fill out and kind of keep track of how is this making you feel? How do you feel today? And a week later, how do you feel? How are you feeling? And it starts with a stress assessment. Awareness sometimes is a first step, and sometimes you don't realize just how stressful you feel. You think it's the norm, and it should not be the norm. And it's okay to seek help. It's okay to seek relief.
Yeah. And like you said, it does begin with awareness. And quite frankly speaking, we're all becoming, by default, we're kind of being forced to become more mindful because of the circumstances that
Absolutely.
coming out of. Now, if you like, I'm open to your demo. We have 2 minutes left before the segment is over. So you said it would just take a few seconds.
Absolutely. You're aware so much about meditation. So this may be new for some moms, and some moms it may not be. But the very first thing that you can do if your child is yelling, And that happens often. You want to be so gentle with them. You want to be there for them. And sometimes you feel like crying. Sometimes you feel like, right? So you can do really quick. And you can close your eyes, but you don't have to. You can take a deep breath and count to 4. And you hold for 4 seconds if you can. And then release slowly. And you should notice immediately that your shoulders relax.
Mhm.
And if you just do this a few more times, you can put yourself together to handle that immediate moment where it seems like everything's going to fall apart. You breathe, do that like 3 or 4 times, and now you can show up a little bit better how you want for you and your child.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And thank you for demonstrating it on air, and allowing me to participate, because I feel like, oh, I snuck one in there. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Lately, it's been a common thing to do it more frequently just because of the
Yeah,
circumstances. And it's as simple as just paying attention to your breath. So
yes.
thank you so much. Thank you for catering to women and mothers, particularly. I'm a mom, so that means a lot to me, and especially to those who are in higher demand, servicing and catering to children with that are on the autism spectrum. Once again, that's a holistic health coach and creator of Eat, Move, Calm, Jasmine Barcelo. She does have a new challenge called Chaos to Calm and Wellness. It's a 21 days mini program. You can go to her website. Her website is eatmovecalm.podia.com. And you can also visit her on Instagram at Eat, Move, Calm by Jasmine. All right, we got to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear about a community consortium coming to Fordham University. Don't go anywhere.